You in the job hunt trying to make your resume perfect? Well, the folks from 40 Plus of Columbus have some tips to share to get your resume noticed. And joining me from 40 Plus, Mark Gillotti. Mark, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Gail.
And I found it interesting that 40 Plus does not mean that you only help folks who are over 40.
Originally, that was a design a long time ago. What it means, what we're trying to make it mean today is you have to put in 40 plus hours in an active job search for this competitive job market. It's really interesting in the fact that you don't realize how much preparation you need to have to make yourself,
marketable.
Marketable, because you're selling you, and you're the best one that can market yourself as far as telling people your strengths, your weaknesses,
Yep,
what
nobody
you
can
bring.
do it better than you. Now, 40 Plus is nonprofit, so I guess we want to point that out. So that is there any cost at all for the services?
Yes, when you join, there's a membership fee of $80, and then there's a weekly dues of about $15 per week.
But you get a lot for your money.
We've got about 8-week training course, I think it is, that covers everything from just basically doing some assessment of yourself, oral written communication skills, interviewing skills, networking skills. Once you get a particular offer, negotiation skills, and how to make the best negotiation possible.
It's a job, to look for a job.
Definitely.
Oh my God.
Definitely.
Well, the main reason we have you here is to talk about resumes, because there are some things that I even learned after you sent me some information on resume writing. And so let's call up some of those, because we're talking about the perfect resume and resume basics. And the first one is the look of the resume. So I did not know that one page, I knew that one page is preferred, but that still is the rule of thumb.
Pretty much. If you can get most of your stuff on one page, that's preferred. Some of the people I've talked to recently, actually I was out at the zoo for their job fair, and they had some human resource people there. They're saying you can go upwards of 2, even 3 pages, depending on the length of time you have and what skills you're possessing. Some people that have an IT background or a technical background have a lot of other
They got a lot of
additional
explaining to
things
do.
Right.
Okay, not ornate, meaning you just want to get the facts up there. Use caps but avoid italics, which is interesting. And still, white or ivory paper. You know, some people say if it's lime green, it'll get noticed. But for the wrong reasons, huh?
To some degree, yes. Basically, what you're trying to do is highlight all your accomplishments. So you want to get most of that stuff on that first page so that people can see what value you bring to their organization. As far as white space and things of that nature, you basically want to keep it in a good chronological order for the most part, depending on, because they like to see your job history.
And easy to read.
Easy to read, and lighter paper is a little bit easier. A lot of it depends on what you're applying for, too. Some people in the graphic arts and stuff, they do some crazy stuff with some colors and things because
you want to show people you're creative,
they're showing your creative side. Whereas somebody that's doing more of a business type role wants really a clean, crisp looking.
Well, let's look at the content of resume, because education goes last. And I thought this was very interesting. You only go back 15 years with employment. What if you've been in the job market for a long time? Don't you want to tell people? Or is that in a way a scary part because they know you're older?
Well, yeah, it has pluses and minuses. That they can identify your age a little bit. But another thing that 40 Plus is trying to do is saying, well, the age shouldn't matter because you got an experienced worker, more seasoned worker. They know how to work within a corporate setting. We're not going to need as much training, hopefully. Kind of pick up and go. But generally, it's like 10, 15 years, basically, you're trying to highlight the most recent accomplishments you've had.
And don't put references on?
No.
I thought that was always a given.
Way back when, yes.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Way back when. That tells you how long it's been since I've really done a resume. It's a long time. This is great advice, and we have information on our website, Mark, where folks can go to find out more about 40 Plus so that they can contact you to get more information on all this stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.